Where does a guy start when he wants to improve himself?
Yeah, and it's a phenomenal question because one of the hardest things to do is actually start and actually go. And a lot of people will hold themselves back from that because they think, well, hey, I don't have the whole picture together. Like, I don't know what it's going to look at like at the end result. Nobody knows what it's going to look like at the end result. Ryan, you and I can both attest to like, we don't know where we'll be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. But if we don't take a step forward, like we are literally going to go backwards. Every day you get the option to either, hey, I'm going to try to take a step forward because you never stay the same. Our human neurological system, our biology, physiology, everything is changing. We have 300 billion cells in our body that are changing every single day. That's 1% of your entire being. So over the course of 100 days, literally every cell in your body is new.
Hmm.
So why I say that is people can get this picture of, wow, we are changing. So if you think you're just going to stay the same, you're not. You're going to digress. So the biggest thing that you can do is think about, all right, what is my God-given gift? Okay, not what do I like, what am I super passionate about? Because a lot of people say, hey, you know what? I'm really passionate about playing video games or eating food. Okay, that's probably not your God-given gift. That's cool, but what do you like? What can other people ask people around you? Ask people who will tell you the truth. What are you really, really good at? Think about what are people telling you around you? Truth tellers. I'm not saying the American Idol syndrome where everybody tells you you're the greatest singer and you actually suck. No, those aren't the people you want to surround yourself with. So figuring out what your God-given gift is, and then also figuring out how can you use that for a purpose for others. And
Hmm.
I want to say that is like if you only use your God-given gift for you, like we were talking about the followers, or even looking at having a massive bank account. You and I both know billionaires who are extremely just hate their life. They're stressed. They have no purpose in their life other than to just accumulate a lot of money. And when you die, that money is not going with you. Steve Jobs, super wealthy, super famous, on his deathbed, and he was miserable. He had no like nobody around him. So figuring out what your God-given gift is, your skill, your ultimate skill, and then how can you put it in purpose for the benefit of others. So we could call this, I'm hesitant to call it passion. I like to call it just basically God-given skill with purpose equals mission. That's when you know you're on a mission. Now, also saying this, Ryan, we aren't going to know, especially younger people, you have to figure it out. The first swing you take is not going to be the home run. The first girl you date is probably not going to be the one that you marry. You have to actually do, and you learn from doing. I got my MBA, master's in business, in school, and I can't tell you one thing I learned about business in there that I actually applied. It's all through trial and error. It's all through actually doing, and the greatest way to actually learn is just by going and by failing. And I know it sounds cliche. Hey, yeah, fail. That's how you grow. But think about it. That's the only way that we actually do. So, long answer to that question is just do, because one of the an action is actually inaction, and that's the worst action you can take.